Services congratulates this month's Business of the Month. Find out more on our services by going to bngadmin.com.
Find out all the goods or services provided by DeMichael Floors and more. 1217 West Presser in Taylorville by clicking their icon on the obituaries page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Find out about available units at Taylorville's Valley View Mobile Home Park, 913 North Taylorville Boulevard by clicking the Valley View Mobile Home Park icon on the obits page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper, your host. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You'll always do better with Landmark. People's Bank and Trust. They put people first. You'll find the streams on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or YouTube when you search WTIM TV. Spring in the air. It is spring, in fact. And the Macon County Conservation District wants to celebrate. I have Director of Program Services, Alicia Callison, on the phone. Great to have you here, Alicia.
Great to be here. Thank you.
So tell me about your Festival of Spring. What are you doing for your Festival of Spring?
Yeah, so Festival of Spring is an annual event that we've had out here at Rock Springs Conservation Area for just a little over 40 years, I think. I think this is our 42nd year. So it's a big celebration that's been going on for a long time. The goal is to celebrate Earth Day and celebrate what different organizations in our community are doing to protect the earth and, enhance environmental opportunities throughout the community. So this year is kind of special because this event takes place on Earth Day, April 22nd, and it's a Saturday. And we have all sorts of really fun things going on out here at Rock Springs. So for Festival of Spring, you can come out. We'll have wagon rides, canoeing, a scavenger hunt. The Illinois Raptor Center will be out here with a live Birds of Prey show, which is amazing. You definitely need to come out and see that. We'll have tours of our Homestead Prairie Farm, which is our 1860s farm homestead. It's really fascinating. We will have a concession stand. Mr. Softy is going to be out here for a little while. We'll have a lot of community organizations here as well. So organizations like the Boy Scouts, Bright Start, Decatur Audubon Society, Community Environmental Council, all sorts of people coming out to talk about what they're doing in our communities and what they're doing to support a green living. So it's going to be a really good time. Pretty much everything is free. The exceptions would be canoeing and then concession stand. There's small fees associated with both of those, but everything else is free. So bring out the whole family. It's Saturday, April 22nd.
I like to ask this question to you every year, but a year goes by and I forget what you answer. So what's your favorite part of the Festival of Spring?
Honestly, as with most of the things that we do out here, I just really love seeing families interact with each other and people getting out here and maybe seeing something they've never seen before or doing something that they've never done before and just enjoying being outside together. That's my favorite part. But I also really love that we have different community organizations that come out here and get to share what they've got going on. So it's multifaceted, but there's a lot of really good stuff.
Alicia, you mentioned how it's on Earth Day, which doesn't happen every year. I am thinking that there might be a little bit of an extra angle to it since you have Earth Day and you have your Festival of Spring on Earth Day. Tell me a little bit about, I guess, what it means to you to be able to have Festival of Spring on Earth Day.
Yeah, well, it is pretty special. So like you said, it's not every year that it is on Earth Day. So it just helps us give an increased awareness to protecting our Earth and appreciating what we have. In addition to that, we'll have some hikes. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about some of the wildflowers that we have out here or some of the birds that are moving through, you can join a hike. And then in the morning, we'll actually also have Dr. Wilcoxon. Dr. Travis Wilcoxon is a professor at Millikan. He'll be out here in the morning at 8 a.m. Doing some bird banding. So if you want to learn a little bit about what that is and why they do it, it's really cool. And you might get to see some birds up close.
That is really cool. Also, the same day, Saturday, April 22nd, as part of Earth Day, there's an opportunity to clean up the Sangamon River at the Rock Springs Nature Center. So, I mean, you can come out for the Festival of Spring and also earlier in the day, clean up the river and make that mark on your Earth Day 2023. Tell me a little bit more about the details of the Sangamon River cleanup, Alicia.
Yeah, the Sangamon River Cleanup is an event that we co-sponsor with the Community Environmental Council. And we are lucky to have the Sangamon River running through our property here at Rock Springs. And so you're welcome to sign up the day of the event. So the Sangamon River cleanup will be that day from 10 to 12. So if you want to come around 9:30 or so and get registered, sign up. We provide the bags, we provide gloves, we provide water and a snack as well to keep you going. And then we'll shuttle you to some place that's adjacent to the river, and then you kind of just go out on your own and pick up trash and do your part to help clean up our watershed and keep our local habitats clean and safe and beautiful. It is a great way to have an impact in our community, especially on Earth Day, and it's a lot of fun.
And on top of it, it's at 10 o'clock in the morning. You won't miss the Festival of Spring, which starts at noon. So you can,
So the Sangamon River cleanup is 10 to 12. Most of the events at Festival of Spring start at 12. So you can go out and get a little dirty and clean up the river, and then come on back to Rock Springs and enjoy some fun in the afternoon.
Excellent. That's fantastic. Anything else that I missed about the Festival of Spring that you'd like to include before we move on?
I don't think so. Just to reiterate, it is Saturday, April 22nd. River cleanup is 10 to 12, and then the actual festival, most of the events start from noon to 4. Although if you're interested in the bird banding, that is in the morning. That's 8 to 10 because that's when it's more likely to be birds moving around. But again, it is pretty much everything is free, so come out and enjoy.
8 a.m. that same Saturday as Springfest. What kind of birds is Doc banding?
So he is looking for songbirds. So things like warblers, bluebirds, finches, and chickadees, and things like that. So he'll be banding some of those songbirds, and it's really cool how they do it. They set up these nets that you can hardly see in a few spots around the property, and then every 20 minutes or so they make a lap to see if they've caught anything, and it's a really cool process. It's very interesting. So I definitely recommend coming out and checking that out.
What's the purpose of banding birds?
Great question. So basically, the reason that they do this is to collect research. So if they band a bird, they put a little metal ring around their leg, and then the bird goes off and continues its life. Next year, if they catch that bird or somebody sees that bird, they can report that they saw that particular bird because each band has a number on it. So they can, go online, or they can report that they saw this particular band number, and they can track these populations. So they can see, what does the health of the cardinal population look like right now? How many birds are we recapturing in this area? How many birds are moving to different areas and we're capturing them in different areas or seeing them in different areas? So it's a really good tool to use to see the health of a population and the movement of a population.
And that is 8 a.m. Saturday, April 22nd at the Rock Springs Nature Center. Stick around from then until 10, and then you have the Sangamon River cleanup until noon. Then it's the Festival of Spring, a day packed full of events, Saturday, April 22nd at the Rock Springs Nature Center. And you just heard from Director of Program Services, Alicia Callison of the Macon County Conservation District. More from her after this short time out right here on WTIM. your information station.
WTIM.
This is a station editorial. I'm Randall J. Miller, station president. The Taylorville Park District Board will put on the April 4th ballot a referendum to provide some $6.5 million towards the construction of a new outdoor swimming pool facility for the Christian County seat. Park District officials put together a pool committee consisting of Taylorville citizens. That committee worked with an architect specializing in pools on a design concept that would best benefit Taylorville. They then took that design and finance plan to the board that approved the design. A pool referendum committee was then organized to help promote the design and the proposed referendum. The pool referendum committee is also hoping to raise some $1.5 million locally to go with the $6.5 million that would come from passage of the April 4th ballot initiative. Park Board officials tell us that if the April 4th referendum passes and the $1.5 million are raised locally, construction would be at the end of this swim season, with opening day being the start of the 2024 swim season next year. The Manners Park pool is one of those quality of life issues for Taylorville. It's used by those young and old, with people of all abilities, including children, who learn the skills to safely and responsibly enjoy the water. Bottom line for a homeowner inside the Taylorville Park District that owns a house assessed at $150,000 is an increase of just over $100 per year. And when you break it down, it's just under $9 a month, just over $2 a week. I'm voting yes on this Taylorville Park District Manners Park Pool project, and I hope those of you inside the Park District do too. Whether to just swim or making it part of their reason to move to Taylorville, the Manners Park Pool is truly an asset we need to keep. The current pool is over 60 years old, and pool officials have gotten all the life they could possibly get out of it. Vote yes for the pool to benefit our town and area for generations to come. That's our opinion. We welcome yours. Our email address is editorial@randyradio.com.
It's spring, time for a fresh start to put a spring back in your step. Taylorville Care Center wants to help you do just that. Whether you've been in the hospital or just need a little extra help to get back doing the things you used to do, Taylorville Care Center's therapy program helps you recover and return home. Private rooms for rehab to home are available to provide great medical care. Family and friends can visit to encourage your recovery. Find out more on Taylorville Care Center's great therapy program and put a spring back in your step. Call 824-9636, 824-9636. Caring for the community for over 50 years.
Hi, this is Hayden Fox, your local farmers insurance agent here in Taylorville. To learn more about our products and services, click on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM, your ag information station, provides over 8 hours a day of agriculture programming on the air, stream live, and in podcast. Find out all the on-air and online platforms you can hear WTIM by going to TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station. WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper, your host. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. Always do better with Landmark. People's Bank and Trust. They put people first. Director of Program Services for the Macon County Conservation District, Alicia Callison, on the phone. And we went all through the Festival of Spring, the Sangamon River cleanup, and also some bird banding happening April 22nd at the Rock Springs Nature Center. Moving on, Alicia. You know, I always think that the Macon County Conservation District has a very unique opportunity in that you are out in nature, but you also have a lot of trails and event possibilities for events. One of those possibilities for events are your 5Ks. And I think that's so cool because you could do the 5K in nature. Give me a little bit more information, if you would, Alicia, about your Rock Springs Ramble 5K run and walk.
Yeah, so the Rock Springs Ramble 5K is the third year that we've done it out here, and it's a really good opportunity to get out here. And if you're a runner, this is a beautiful spot to come out and do a 5K. We do the run on the Rock Springs Fairview Bike Trail, so it is on a flat paved surface, and it's a fundraiser as well. So this event is put on by our foundation, the Macon County Conservation Foundation, and this is the fundraising arm of the district. So basically, what they do is they get out in the community and they raise funds, and all the money from the 5K and from our September event, the Prairie Pedal, and any other fundraising opportunities that they do, it goes directly toward natural areas restoration and education in our community. So they help with things like prairie plantings and summer camp scholarships and really, really good things to help support what we do here at the district. So the 5K is, you can run it, you can walk it. It doesn't matter if you're a runner or not. It's a really great time. There is a kids run as well, which is a lot of fun. And then there's also going to be a 1 mile fun run or walk as well for those who are maybe looking for something a little less intense, but they still want to be involved. So as part of your registration, you also get some fun swag. There'll be a t-shirt, there are finisher prizes, there's going to be medals, you get a tote bag, and then Door 4 Brewing Company will also be out here, and they'll have a post-race mimosa and Bloody Mary bar. So that's a lot of fun, and that's new this year. Registration is $35 for an adult or $10 for a child. And again, that registration fee goes directly toward the conservation efforts that we have here at the district.
Is the sign up link on your website the correct one, the runsignup.com?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Yep. So you can head to our website to sign up. You can also just go directly to runsignup.com and find that race.
Runsignup.com/Rock Springs Ramble, or of course, Macon County Conservation Foundation.org. Alicia, unless there's anything else, I'd like to ask you a little bit more about your mini camps. You're always offering these mini camps, whether it's spring, summer, fall, winter. For spring, what are you looking at?
Yeah, so for mini camp for spring, coming up in April, we're talking a little bit about weather. So in early April, we're going to talk about rainbows. What is a rainbow? How are rainbows created? And then kids will have an opportunity to try and create their own rainbow. And then in late April, we're going to be talking about the sun. So we'll learn a little bit about what the sun does, what the sun is, and we'll talk a little bit more about the impact that the sun has on the earth. And these camps are for kids ages 1 through 5. So they're for littles, and they need to have an adult buddy with them. But they're so much fun. It's a great opportunity to bring your kids out and get them to interact with other children if that's not something they get to do a lot. And they get to have a snack. They'll go outside. They do crafts. They sing songs. And this is all packed into 1 hour. So it's a really great, fun time. And it's a good value, I think.
And more information at MaconCountyConservation.org. Is there anything else that you'd like to include about your mini camps?
They are $8 per child, so there is a fee. But again, there's a lot packed in there. And then, yeah, bring those kiddos out and learn about rainbows in the sun.
Moving down the list a little bit, I think what maybe some people wouldn't think about when they think of the Macon County Conservation District is that they can volunteer for the Macon County Conservation District. What kind of opportunities do you have in the near future?
We have so many volunteer opportunities, and we would love to have some more people out here helping us out with the good work that we do. We have an excellent volunteer base that do so much for us. We would not be able to do what we do without our dedicated volunteer base. So if you're interested in coming out and doing some work with us, we have a lot of different opportunities. If you like something more laid back, you can be a trail monitor. You can do that at your own, on your own time, on your own schedule. Just when you've got time, you come out, walk a trail, let us know if there's anything going on that we need to know about. You know, a tree is down, or there's, you know, the trail is really eroded or something like that. That helps us out because we can't always be out on those trails all the time, keeping track of things. We have indoor opportunities if you want to help. You just want to kind of hang out inside the nature center and greet people. We have an opportunity like that. If you are a librarian or you want to work with books, we have opportunities there. One opportunity that we really could use some help in is our history volunteers. So we have volunteers that help us lead tours at our Homestead Prairie Farm. And we could really use some help out there. We don't have a ton of volunteers in that area right now. So if you like history and you like to teach people about history, we would love to talk to you. But we have tons of other volunteers as well, just special events, specifically birdhouse monitoring. We've got all sorts of stuff.
That's Macon County Conservation District Director of Program Services, Alicia Callison. Alicia, thank you so much for your time. Have a great
Thank you for having me.
Have a great March.
You too. Thank you.
April too, I suppose. Our stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. People's Make It Trust, where they put people first. You'll find the streams on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube when you search WTIM TV.
WTIM.